The really important thing you've got to remember when you're playing your flams and drags, I think, is your stick height. Get a real good bit of control over your stick height. And by that I mean, because if you look at the flam, you will see flams across the top here. You see there's a little note followed by a big note. Now the little note is called a grace note, and the grace note comes in, sort of just sneaks in just before the main note. The main note is the one that lands on the beat. The grace note just comes in before the beat. And grace notes are also played softer than the main note, in this instance anyway. We tend to play them lighter. So the stick height can be a lot closer to the drum to play the grace note. So I always think about that high to play the grace note. And the action that you're doing is you're dropping the stick and lifting it. So it goes like this. What you don't want to do is get your stick ready in the grace note position, and then before you play the stroke, lift your stick back and then drop it and lift it, because then actually what's happening is you're creating a full stroke position which is up here somewhere. So you want to keep your stick nice and low and drop the stick and then lift it up straight away, so it's like that. And that will create that very, very light sort of grace note, but it will also be preparing you for the next stroke you're going to play when this hand will be playing the main note. So if we start like this to play the flam, so we've got the grace note being played down here and the main note being played up here. Now the thing is, you've got to drop both sticks at the same time. Now this causes quite a few problems, I find, with a lot of people. If you had both sticks up here, the whole idea of dropping both sticks at the same time wouldn't be a complicated idea at all, because anyone can go like that. Okay, just dropping both sticks at the same time. Easy. The problem is really when you've got one stick up here and one down here, then the whole idea, for some reason, it's the way the brain works, coordination and all that, for some reason people find it very difficult to drop both sticks at the same time. What they always end up doing is this. We don't want our flams sounding like that. What we want is, as I said, both sticks to be dropped at the same time. So, if you watch my hands, they're both moving at the same time. Now what happens is, the one that's up here lands after this one, because this one's further away. And that's what we want to happen. We want this note to be coming down just before this one. But the count is with this one. So, getting my stick ready, hit down here for the grace note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now drags are very much the same sort of thing. With drags, instead of getting one little note here, we've got two. So not one grace note, but two, like that. Now that is a little bit trickier to do. When you begin, if you've never done this before, you'll probably be playing from your wrist. You'll probably do two little quick ones from your wrist, like that. But as you get better, you can start to involve your fingers more, so it becomes a little bit more like what happens when you're doing a double stroke roll and you're playing bounce strokes. You can do it really with one stroke down and then controlling the rebound of the stick. Now we haven't gone into that before in very much detail, I don't think, but that's probably the more advanced way of playing a drag, or at least playing the two little notes, the two little grace notes in a drag. So other than that, it's the same sort of idea. You could, to make life a bit easier, if you count out semiquavers, you could play those two little notes on the So coming in from 4, 4, E and 1, like that. And we're going to do it a bit quicker. 4, E and 1, E and 2, E and 3. So I'll put this back on 80, or thereabouts. I think that's on 80. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and a 2, a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and a 2, a 3 and a 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and a 2 and 3, 4. And then it just repeats itself. So there's quite a lot you can work on there really.